Alright, this is the inside of the phaser, and I'm going to go ahead and show how it functions. You can actually see a switch. This is actually a limit switch so that the motor doesn't keep running in the up direction, or I would say the down. The lens is actually rotated up, so it's been retracted into the little P1. The crispy, this is the backing or the inside of the crispy. This would be the front where the diamond plate is, and then we move on down here to the gear motor, and it fits just perfectly in here. And it's interesting to be able to design something to be just enough room to make it function as it does. Now, this is the little lever here. This is an arm that's connected to the shaft of the gear motor, and then it has some tiny little washers right here. There are tiny, you can't really see them, 3D printed little spacers to keep the connector lever here. This is the linkage between the little rotating arm. Okay, so it spins up, the linkage pushes up the lens right here, and then in order so that the motor doesn't retract or return back the other way just slightly, because what will happen is this right here, this switch right here has just enough spring action to actually push the linkage back, and it actually pushes the motor back just a little bit, and it causes it to go up and down, back and forth, because there's still power applied. So it'll go down, and then the switch tends to have enough spring to push it back, and then it gets power again, and it just sits there and buzzes back and forth. So to keep that from happening, I added a little magnet right here. This is a little magnet located right here, and so that it holds the lever or the linkage in place. So that way, when this rotates up, this little magnet holds it in place. The spring then, no matter what its pressure is not forcing it back. So we're going to go ahead and run it here so you can see what I'm talking about. And I'm using a reverse switch so that the power is reversed. I'll probably look into putting a little relay right in here. I mean, I have plenty of room back in here, okay, so of course the battery will probably sit back in here. So anyway, I'm still working the details, but it's interesting to be able to design something that's really never been done before, and have it actually function as intended. The backing itself will be on the back side here. This piece here will be over the back, but there's plenty of room above that, again back in the back area, to add the linkage for the LED. Now I'm still going to be working that, whether or not the linkage goes out and back to push this the LED in or out. So again, we're still working the details. So I'm going to go ahead and move this on here. There you go. Works really well, nice and clean. And also I'm looking into actually adding a white LED inside the lens right here, so that when it's in the up position, when it's open, it glows. It'll have a slight glow to it, again to add uniqueness to the phaser. So we'll go back here, and you can see the little washer right here. There's a tiny little washer right there. But without the 3D printer, I'm not even sure I could actually do this, because I would have to make everything by hand. Currently, the issue is just the design, so which is actually no issue. Yeah, it works great. So anyway, I'm happy with it, and I'll update when I make some more changes.